Imagine spending over 23 million naira selling your valuable item and trusting someone with your ultimate dream of moving to the United Kingdom. You were promised a legitimate work visa, a work permit, and a proper certificate of sponsorship. Everything looks professional. But instead of boarding a flight that day, you find yourself sitting across from the investigator at the EFCC office in Abuja, watching the man you trusted most. That man was walking into the courtroom with handcuffs. How did a simple dream of a UK job turn into a massive criminal fraud case? Let's break down what happened to this our brother. The story started when a man named Ewulu Chineze Felix, operating under a business name called Snake Ventures. This man promised to help clear a legal pathway for a client to relocate to the United Kingdom. The package supposedly covered everything. Everything like the visa, the work permit, and the certificate of sponsorship that every employer needs to hire foreign workers. To anyone desperate to leave the country for a better life in Nigeria, it sounded like the perfect solution for them. But instead of trying to figure out complicated immigration laws alone, he believed he had found a professional who could handle it all from start to finish for him. There was no red flag, no criminal warning, just trust in someone who looked like they knew what they were doing. Do you know that trust doesn't come cheap? Court record shows that millions began to change hands within this our brother and this company. One specific chart pointed to a staggering sum of money, like 18,038,000 naira, paid straight out just for the visa and for the work permit paperwork, while the total amount involved a balloon of over 23.5 million naira. Once the money was paid, the waiting game now began. But weeks turns into months, and the promised document were never showed up because our brother has paid the money into the account. Whenever the client reached out for any update from this company, excuse started rolling in, chapa, chapa, chapa. Eventually, communication broke down entirely, and the agent now became impossible to reach. When you call the line, you hear Tororo, Kuwale, Tororo. That heavy feelings of anxiety crept the harmful realization that something was terribly wrong. Instead of waiting forever, the matter was reported straight to the EFCC in Nigeria. When the EFCC stepped in chaka, investigators started pulling bank statements, tracking financial transactions, and digging into the agent background himself. What started as a complaint about a delayed travel plan quickly turned into a full-scale criminal investigation. Investigators soon uncovered a web of deception that went far beyond the simple visa delay. During the search, authorities stumbled upon other suspicious items. What are the items? Items include a forged foreign driver's license used to deceive unsuspecting victims. Before long, the case landed at the Special Offense Court in Ikeja before Justice Mojisola Dada, facing an 11-count charge ranging from obtaining money under false pretense, that one they call it 419, and possession of fraudulent documents as well. When the charges were read to this our brother, the defendant pleaded not guilty, and the court ordered him remanded in custody while awaiting trial. My people, stories like this play out over and over again. Every single year, thousands of Nigerians successively moved abroad through legal channels. But where there is hope, scam artists are always waiting to exploit it. People often make the mistake of assuming that high fee or professional looking offices means a service is genuine. But paying a huge sum of money guarantee nothing. The office will always look gang, with airco, with AC, with everything. around Ikoyi or Ikeja area there. My people, if you're planning to relocate, never hand over your entire savings over to a middleman blindly. Always verify jobs offered directly with the company themselves. Double check immigration requirement or official government website. And remember, real recruiter welcome transparency and they will not give you defensive when you ask questions. So, those are some of the red flags. The biggest loss isn't always just the money, it's the wasted time and the shattered peace of mind spent chasing a lie. My people, there are a lot of Nigerians who are stuck as we speak in abroad, especially in the UK, on this COS matter. A lot of company, they will offer them the COS. Nigerians pay a lot of money, as high as 15,000 to 20,000 pounds. But by the time they get to UK, guess what happened? Maybe the company that invited them in, they might not even have more than 10, 20 hours job for them. How do they want to live? Can you take a job of 20 hours a week and you can survive with that? Especially when you have children. Even if you don't have children, you need to pay your bills. Your house rent is there. Your energy is there. And whatever. Even if you're two, if you're a couple, some companies, they don't have enough work for you. But what they care about is the money that you will pay them before you enter UK. And they'll just do that just for you to be able to go to the embassy to collect visa. But talk of job, they don't have it. There are a lot of websites there that you can go and you can verify the COS company if they're genuine or not. Do the research yourself, Google it yourself, you're going to see them. There are plenty there. So, before you go enter this type of wahala, please think twice. Like I said, a lot of Nigerians, they borrowed money in Nigeria, they sold their property in Nigeria, and they moved straight abroad, hoping to get a better life for themselves. But the COS, the one that they depend on, that took them away from Nigeria, is in the limbo. They will not get enough hours, or some of them, they don't get work. Some of them, the COS say, sorry, we cannot renew your visa again because the government, they've scrapped them off the system. And you'll find a lot of Nigerians there living from hand to mouth, living illegal. If winter period comes, you will see them inside the bus. They don't have a place going. They just want to keep themselves warm. So the bus will take them from one point to the other, from one point to the other, just to be able to warm themselves. My people back in Nigeria, what some of us are going through in abroad is not something that will come out and will start to make man yafu. No. Do you know that a lot of marriages have destroyed in Obodoyibo because of this COS of a thing? Because by the time the husband and wife, when they got there, then there will be tension of finance. From that finance now, it will enter water. Before you know it, bad bills will happen. Then something will enter the head of the wife or enter the head of the husband, and they will call police for themselves. Some of them will be deported back to Nigeria. Some of them will stay hanging there in the UK, but there's no family anymore for them. They only live like family in Nigeria, but for abroad, they are not. They are completely stranger. So please, if this video happens to hit you, to hit that your mind, I beg you to your long, try and adjust yourself. Try and adjust yourself. Instead of us living illegal in this country, and the immigration authority will grab you and they will send you back and they will ban you for like 10 years, please package yourself and go back home and go and, you understand that? You know? Because, I mean, it's not an easy thing at all. It's not an easy thing at all. My people, if you're in this situation or you know someone that came into Obodoyibo with COS and he or she was messed up by the sponsor, please let us hear your experience in the comment there. And if you want to share those experiences with me privately, my link is in the description. At the same time, my WhatsApp number is right up there. If you also have your own story that you want us to put on this platform, please check the WhatsApp right up there. Send the story to us, and then we will push it out for people to learn from your mistake, from my mistake, from your experience, from my experience. This is African Black Gold TV. Please, let us stay safe and let us shine our eye, open our eye, Kumba. Till I see you guys in the next video, please enjoy yourself.